Let's get into the conversation for this afternoon. Like I mentioned, Christian mothers have come out to reveal what they will do if they find out that their husbands have been having an affair with their sister. All right. Now, this group of Christian mothers, according to report, they actually belong to a women's fellowship where women are taught to be better wives. Okay. So like I said, their views on the issue of cheating in marriage is quite different from the views of our today's Gen Zs and the millennials. So of course you understand why the whole social media space is agog with a lot of loaded sentiments on this video. Before we get into that, let's quickly take a few minutes and go watch the video. All right, so the conversation is in Igbo, but I've tried my best to summarize what they were actually talking about for our non-Igbo speaking viewers, including myself. I don't speak Igbo, but I was able to actually just summarize what they were talking about so that we're carried along. Let's take a minute and go watch that video. We'll be right back.
Husband has been sleeping with your sister. What will you do? What will you do?
Oh, nah. Phone from my husband phone now on and my sister Nadine. First of all, man do anything. Because
I know a question and answer. I have another meeting.
Because I'm sorry, I need you get mail of what's there now. Zoom, Julie make a canjo. So, Miss Wayo, today, Nesolia. So, I believe one day, Chineke Metia Kanobi.
Ozatadia? But you try. Give us mine. Okay.
You want a solution?
Never fail. Ozatadia?
Yes. Jesus. Jesus.
Never fail.
Mbo. Kedu ihe nchoje na fonu di m ga-eji wee hụ ya ma ekwesịrị ịhụ ya nọmba 1 maka na ọ na-abịa echi na nkụta ụtaba aba n'ime ahịa ikwesịrị ọdị iwe dị ndụ ọhịa kụziri anyị ebe a ịbụa parabenchọ inyogide nyofute mara na di gị na nwanne gị nwaanyị na-emekọ ọ bụrụ na ngwadi nwanne nwaanyị okwu ọ bụrụ na ndị mụrụ mụ nọ ndụ ndị mụrụ mụ na ya na-abụ nọ ndụ njekwuru mma negodi ihe dị otu a nwanne m nwaanyị na-eme ị ga-ejikwa evidence ịma njekwe ebe ị nyogoro ị ga-enyogi ya n'isi mma negodi ihe nwanne m nwaanyị na-eme ọ dị mma biko dụọ ya ọdụ kpọchite ya azụ ọ bụrụ na ọ nọ be m aga m asị anyị alọta ọlọta biko gwara m ya okwu were ihe dị were di m sọrọ m nsọ gị na ya na di m enwezina ihe ọbụla gbasatara mmekọ dikwu anya ji elu ọdị mgbe m rabịa ebe saịdị ebe di m nọ mma ngwa di m na o nwere ihe m hụ gị onye ti m ga-emere bụ ọ bụrụ na omume m adịchata ha upgrade zi omume m ahụ m were ekpere bakụbazi ha sizi ihe bụ uche chukwu nye ome Jizọs.
O nwere onye ọzọ nwere another thing na-abụrụ ihe a? Ngakwuo. Never fail.
First, know that thing. I will not allow any other person to hear it. I will hide it. Aro. Now one them na team name meko. Aro. I'm saying here. I will not go and fight my sister. I will fight my sister. Then open no way by my husband did not batter off for my. I can't call any of my friends.
they will laugh at me. I will look for a man of God or a woman of God, Machuku, and see I'm Papa or Mama. See what is happening in my life. Help me. And my family are going to but tired. Bury my husband there, go together because it's a sin. And it's a sin. God bless you all.
All right, so we've gone to see that video, and like I said, I tried to summarize what those women were talking about there. And one common thing in what they were saying is the fact that, first of all, the husband, who is the suspect, the one that committed the offense, first of all, will be left alone, okay, while they face the sister, and then they upgrade themselves because the husband is cheating on them because they've done something wrong. Okay, we understand all of that. Now, the comments on social media following this video, let me just read a few. All right, so one person commented and said, "These are the women that know how to keep their marriages and homes. This is how our mothers and grandmothers kept their marriages intact. But I know all the slave queens and all the new generation girls will not accept it." Another reaction says, "This is exactly how these women raise their sons. That's why male children feel this sense of entitlement. You can support them if you wish, but the boys this kind of women will raise will remain dangers to other people's daughters and sisters." Another person reacting says, "I fear for their daughters. If living in bondage was a person, this is it. I hope their husbands feel the same way if these wives sleep with their brothers-in-laws." All right, brainwashed women. All right, another one says, "Ewo, which fellowship is this? Which church is teaching women this? Fight your sister, send her packing, forgetting that it takes two to tango. See, this is giving men the license to keep misbehaving. Women, wake up." Yet another one tagged this kind of reaction as slavery. "Get a life. If your husband has the mind of cheating on you with your sister, he doesn't love you at all. Be careful with such a man. He may end up sleeping with your daughters as well." And the comments go on and on and on. All right, so because it's such a rubble rouser on social media, I've decided to bring it to the table for discussion this afternoon. I'd like to start from Mrs. Uche Ideho. First of all, you've had many years experience in marriage. I know you might not have experienced this, but at least you can lend your voice to this. How do you view, first of all, the topic, which is someone's husband sleeping with the wife's sister, and also the reaction of these women to that?
Okay, patience. I do tell people, if I had to counsel you, I do tell you that I can't really, there are some issues I can't relate with. It's always very
because
easy.
You haven't experienced
yes,
them.
It's always very easy when you are counseling somebody and you can relate with that. So you would speak from the point of experience, and you will speak from the point of authority. Watching those women, you will see that they are just airing their views. Like you say, it's easier said than done. So we cannot criticize their opinion because they can't relate with it. From what you read, these people, what they have said, probably they've seen somebody that happened to, and they knew contrary to what these women are saying, it's not practicable because they have not experienced it, and I pray they will not experience it. Now, there's something missing here. For a husband to sleep with a sister-in-law, in this part of the world, there's something we don't really understand. By law, I took my time to ask this question: why am I called your sister-in-law? Why am I called your brother-in-law? Because by law, automatically you become my sister. That means whatever my sister is to me, my biological sister is to me, that is what you are to
as
me
well
by law. That is why you can live in my house as my sister-in-law, not as a stranger. There are other people that lives in your house, cousin and
but then they are not family.
They are not family, but you are my sister-in-law. So it means you are more or less my sibling. So for a man that is sleeping with his sister-in-law, that's alone is an insect. It's for the Igbos is an abomination. It's a taboo. It simply means you can sleep with your own very sister or your own very child. So that man itself has problem. So for these women to say, I would exempt this man,
exonerate him,
has committed this kind of a crime, then how will he know that he has committed that crime? So I will feel that both of them in question are in ignorance. I cannot relate. My siblings lived with me all through till they got married, and the relationship is like that of a brother and a sister. So I can relate, you understand? But in that case, this man that has committed this crime, for me, is as guilty as a pedophile. He's as guilty as a rapist. He's as guilty as all and all that you could be. So why will I shield him? Because I don't want my friends to know. I don't want him to know.
You don't want to soil the family name.
No, you are not
most
helping
times
him.
That's the reason why
you are not helping him because he's in ignorance. He doesn't know what he's doing, and you are not also helping your sister. And I think that these women don't even know the implication. They just feel that he's sleeping with my sister. That's all. No, he's sleeping with his own sister because by law,
she has become his sister.
Then
thank you, Mrs.
Ideho. Will a man have over your own sister? You look at your own sister and you are sexually aroused. That man needs help.
Thank you so much.
That kind of a man should not be shielded.
Thank you, Mrs. Ideho. Israel, permission to skip and go to the woman. I'm saving the best for last. Okay, so Pastor Jerry, let's hear your views.
Yeah, just like Ms. Ideho said, firstly, you would look at the psychological effect also on this aspect. You know, I feel that this man is sick. Yeah. For someone to just wake up and, just like you said, by law, this person has become more or less like your blood, sister, your sister. For you to wake up overnight and get aroused sexually, to want to sleep with someone that has become like your blood, shows you have a mental issue. There is something wrong somewhere. And then that needs check. And these women talking, just like she said, they are talking from lack of experience, because if they do have experience, they won't say these things.
These are our Christian mothers.
They won't say these things. They've not experienced it, because several of them that are there saying those things, like I still love the woman that said, "I will fight my sister." That is actually that's going to be the situation when they catch these people. This is going to be the situation. So seeing what they are saying, they are talking from, I want to use the word, from an ignorant view. They've not experienced it. So, and we don't pray that they experience it. There are people that are actually going through the psychological trauma right now, that somehow they were married, legally married to their husband, but they are no more. The sister has taken over. And they are just there. They can't explain. And before you know, the sister is having children for the man. This is, my God, this is incest. And this is an abomination, not just in Igbo land. It's an abomination. I think this actually cuts across cultures. It's abomination, and it's not right. So they're talking this way. It's not welcomed at all. I think we don't pray that nobody.
Let me reiterate the fact that these women belong to a fellowship that teaches women to be better wives. This is what they are fed in that fellowship.
Thank you. So, you used a good word there. This is what they are fed. This is what they are taught. But it is better that you, like I said, it's not good that they experience it. But teaching them this kind of thing is not going to help them.
I don't even think they know
the weights of this thing.
It's about saving the marriage. I think that's the focus for them.
You've not succeeded saving no marriage here. You didn't succeed saving any marriage. In fact, the other one said she doesn't want the family name out. The family name has just gone out.
Because this kind of
you've just escalated it. It's gone. What are we talking about?
Yes. Okay, thank you, ladies. Let's hear it from a man this time around. Over to you.
Thanks, ma'am. Thank you. I want to believe that the battle is on the masculine gender now. From this conversation, we could see that the focus. You said they are training them to be better
Better
wives. I mean,
wives.
that's the situation. We're only training the feminine gender for marriage, but nobody is teaching the man. And the man is the one malfunctioning.
Yeah.
So you treat the lady, you treat the
treat the
woman, but they'll go and interface with a bad man.
A malfunctioning man.
Yes, and so nobody is paying attention to the man. And so that's where the issue is. So the issue is not even concerning the women now or their reaction. The man is still the problem.
Who is the aggressor?
Exactly. So
by the way,
nobody is mentoring the man. I mean, when you call for
But
relationship,
the person that mentored the men is the same women that don't have the knowledge. Because if they can say they want to protect their husband,
because they are the mothers to this kind of men. Okay.
They are also the one that their wife, their daughters will come and report this incident to,
And they will tell
now
the daughters,
no,
keep
say
quiet.
quiet. So it is still go back to we the mothers to also men. I'm in line with what you are saying, because we are always teaching our daughters to keep our home.
Yes.
We are
But
not
then
teaching
you leave
our
the
sons.
moment. Go
And
ahead,
so-
Israel.
so that's what I'm saying, that even in society, right, they always train the feminine gender,
Yeah.
but they will just escape the guys. And these ladies, did good, well-behaved, trained ladies will grow up, go and meet the guys, and the guys will still malfunction.
It's not balanced.
Right. So
The equation is not balanced. Yeah.
that's the thing, and I mean we've seen it over and over again, like over and over again. Nobody is actually training the guys, the men, because the men, I mean, it's what you grew up to see your father do now that you would do, right? And so we train them. I mean,
And
sometimes
some friends too.
yeah, in fact, guys literally, I think the way they train guys is for them, we train them to be polygamous in nature. An average guy is trained to be polygamous in nature.
Please, can you break that down? I want to understand.
Yeah,
further.
so an average guy is allowed to have multiple girlfriends. I mean, they do all of that. So by the time they want to now get married, they'll now tell them, oh yeah, choose one and get married. But that behavior that he has, that habit that he has
already formed
over time, he's not able to break away from it. That's why you see men that are
even when he's married, he's not satisfied. Thank you.
They are still cheating because they are trained to be polygamous in nature. And so nobody is talking about it. I mean, I'm just feeling that nobody is talking about the feminine, like the masculine gender, because that gender has been attacked like so many times.
You feel you're being attacked.
Yes.
I think that we've caught you like too many slacks, as it were. So what you're saying is we should put the reins on the men so that they know their limits. There are boundaries you don't cross. I get that, but I don't think that it's an attack on the men, on the male gender. It's not an attack. It's just a realization of the fact that these people don't know boundaries. They don't just know where to.
They don't respect.
Yeah, they don't. So that's just it's a realization.
There's this silent code that it is the man's word. So the man can do something
and get away with it. Yeah. And one of the commenters on this particular video actually asked a very salient question, which is, if we say Christian mothers go and sleep with their brother-in-laws, will the man be so magnanimous enough, to also react the way these women are reacting?
Obviously, no.
And patience, when we women, we just want to stand up for these things. Let's not say for our rights, for what is right. Let me use the word what is right. They say we are being feminine. They say this is women power and all that. So before you know, we just want to just stay on our lane and
keep quiet.
And then we can't keeping quiet.
So we just pray that one day.
It's the truth. We can keep keeping quiet.
Can I ask another question, people? Now, I sat down and watched this video and studied it, and without being biased. And what I discovered, it's like in all the women who responded, is the fact that the focus is on keeping the marriage, keeping the home. Is it that bad when in making the decisions, that affects the home, you always choose to save the home, regardless of what common sense tells you? Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Is it so wrong?
By nature, women are wired to be homemakers.
Yeah, natural, yes.
By nature.
Yeah.
There's no technology that will take away that. There is no awareness. There is no
exposure,
awakening.
no education.
There's nothing. There's no even culture. Even the foreign cultures, women are wired to be homemakers. You know, so that's why the first thing a woman will want to save in every other thing
is the marriage.
You understand? So I think
even at the detriment of what is right.
It's just like this AC you have is wired to give you cool the room, and you can't do anything more than that. So I think we're wired to
just be homemakers,
not
whatever the circumstance.
Not to endure violence. Let's have it right. To be a homemaker does not mean you are secondary. No, it's a good thing. So I think that's why we just want every way we could to just save our home first.
You were saying?
Yeah, so I said, I agree with what you said, ma'am. Women are wired to just save the marriage. And I think that's what is even giving the men, or should I say, the courage to misbehave. Because they believe that, oh, whatever is coming, my wife will always take it.
That's why you see
because she wants
when
to
he wants to marry
home.
He has so many girlfriends.
But he's looking for the one that is homely.
For the
wife material.
The one that is homely. He said, this one I only club she sabi. No, I find one way go.
Could they pray for you? Exactly.
That's just
as I misbehave, they go. She go, they pray for me. Let me tell you, those prayers don't work. Because if they are praying for you as a man, and you don't keep your head for one place, prayer will not work. Go and ask. Anyways, Jane, you were mumbling a lot on the truth. Go ahead.
What you just said is the truth. You know, we're praying for you. You should at least stay one place.
Stay one place. Make
prayer.
Angels locate you.
I am an advocate of watch and pray. I will tell women, it's not like I'm a feminist. Don't just pray, talk. I realized that from my own experience, when your husband start up a habit that you know is not comfortable with you, not even your husband, your boyfriend, start up a habit, kill it immediately. Do you know, two things you are doing? You are saving your relationship. And you are also saving him, because at a point he just even wanted to try it. At times, most times, they just want to try it. For example, we're just here now, and this is me, your girlfriend. That's my husband. I said, please, I want to stand. He said, sit down. He just wanted to try it, and I'll say, guy, don't do that. Don't shut me down. He won't do it next time. But once you start it, he feels it is convenient to do it. And so, in as much as we pray, like one of the comments said, one of the women said he will not talk to the husband.
But you not even let him know that she has found out.
You're going to spoil everything.
It doesn't mean you don't respect him. It doesn't mean you don't love him. But you are just saving him.
You're saving him.
So it is important we pray, and it's also important
that
you speak up. All right, thank you everybody for that. Now, since we have all reacted, I want to actually hear our own reactions to the same topic. So, peradventure, Mr. Ideho is, God forbid it. Okay, all right, I'm superstitious like that. All right, so, peradventure, what would be your reaction?
Like I keep telling everybody, not just this issue, I wouldn't know what I would do. In a
sometimes you don't actually know what you do.
What I would do. And let me not just speak like this.
Like those
women. I don't know what I would do, but there's something I know about myself. If you provoke me, you will see the other side.
The other side.
To start up, if it is my sister that is living with me, that I have brought with me, that have stayed with me, man, no, I will beat you. That's oh my God. When I'm done with my sister.
Now this is a real reaction.
When I'm done with my sister, I'm just saying, based on the things I have done in the house, based on who I am with you, I have, when my younger ones were staying with my siblings were staying with me, I have called a police to come and arrest one of them because he misbehaved. Keep him there. When I'm ready, I want
just like
so
me.
I'm just saying what I can do. Your head go correct. I don't believe in pampering things. I will beat you and let you know that madness that's inside of you.
We can delete it.
No.
I think you're on the same page.
I will come to that Mr. I will not beat him. I will.
We are not violent.
No, I'm not violent. I will not be, but I will spell it for him.
Word for word.
I will say, I know you are not like this.
Okay, it's okay. I know Mr. Ideho is watching, so please. All right. Okay, so like I said, it's a very hot debate on social media, all right? Most of the reactions, you know, are knocking these women and saying this is why, you know, bad habits is being perpetrated amongst the male folk who just think women are objects and can be treated anywhere around the house. So first of all, let's point out the fact that your sister-in-law, your brother-in-law is your family, your blood, okay? Because by law, by virtue of the fact that you have come together in matrimony, that's marriage, then the family of your spouse automatically becomes your family as well. So when you now overstep, you get what I mean, towards those kind of people, is actually incest. It's as good as you're doing it to your own blood, you know, or your own children. So let's be guided. Okay.